your eyes now, but I know there's always a way. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make the whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I fix you up for you.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Daniel. Today is Judge David Fleishier's Docket. I like this guy. I really like this guy. And these jets don't stop flying over. It's annoying me. So let me get this set up here. Why is it not letting me move from stage? There you go. Oh, they keep changing stuff on here. It's ridiculous.
But if you're paying more than $50 per month on home insurance, you're getting ripped off.
What does this look of bewilderment? You're charged with aggravated robbery. You're charged with retaliation, and now you pick up 2 other cases? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public. And I'm going to tell you now, if that means having to stick your bonds at $50,000, I will do it in a heartbeat. I'm going to put a whole host of conditions on you. I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do, you violate one small thing, you will be staying with me. Do you understand? No dope, no alcohol, no going to any of the places where you've been charged with theft or any of the other things you got. No weapons, and I'm putting an ankle monitor, and I'm giving you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Your curfew is from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand? Your bonds now are set at around, what, 70?
No offense, but if you're paying more than $50 per month on home insurance, you're literally throwing money away in the trash.
Who's representing?
Shreya's representative.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Josh.
Josh, he stepped out because he was just coming out to sign the
Oh, I can
conditions.
step in.
No, I think his bonds are wholly insufficient. His criminal mischief is at 1,000. His theft is at $800. That's just, and he's charged with aggravated robbery and a retaliation. I don't think so. That's like, that's, yeah, I'm gonna need, so what we'll do is I'm gonna roll him to tomorrow and we'll talk with Josh tomorrow, but I now find that your bonds are wholly insufficient. You're way too dangerous, man. Way too dangerous.
You need to wait on the bond conditions then?
No, let's have it signed just in case he makes bond now. That way we have it in place. But I'll readdress the bond tomorrow. Perception is reality. So you're wanted out of Kern, California for willful cruelty to a child. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what that means is we give the demanding jurisdiction here, California, 2 weeks to come pick you up. And if they fail to come pick you up within that time, we will release you.
Yes, sir.
You know that California is ready to come get him? Amy?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
So let me get this right, Josh. He was out on bond for the aggravated robbery. He was out on bond on the other case, on the retaliation, and then he picked up these 2 new cases, right? Is that right?
Let me check that.
I think he was out on bond for the ag rob, and then,
Oh, the
Picked up.
ag from May.
yes. And then picked up
Picked up a
that,
retaliation on 9/4. And then after, so it's a 3rd time he's out, and then he picks up another case?
These allegations, Judge, are from August of this year. There's 2 cases in this court.
yes.
Let me see.
It was after the ag rob and before the retaliation.
All right, so the retaliation is September 3rd. Mischief is August 28th. And August 8th, 28th as well.
As soon as I found that I had the warrant, I found myself there.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So officers get a call that a robbery has occurred. Complainant stated to officers 2 defendants later identified as defendant Marshall and defendant Ronald Waters, which was our other defendant from the other day, right? Remember Ronald Waters from yesterday? Hereinafter referred to as Waters and Marshall walked into a store destroyed a glass partition which was $300 to replace, and walked out of the store with 3 vapes and other stuff, sodas and.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Complainant stated both defendants walked in at the same time. Waters came up to the counter stating he wanted to purchase a t-shirt located behind the counter. While that was happening, Marshall attempted to come behind the counter, but the complainant was able to stop him. He reported that Marshall then came around to the front of the counter where Waters was, that he was distracted by Waters, who purchased a t-shirt, opened the packaged shirt, and seconds later wanted a refund, which he gave him the refund. Complainant reported that as that was happening, Marshall used his hands to mess with the glass partition, heard the glass breaking, grabbed 3 vape pens, other things, and ran out the store without any attempt to pay. Complainant states that he knows both defendants by sight and can identify them from priors. So while being out on all that, on the aggravated robbery, in that one, what do we have? Did he hold someone up?
Background.
Yeah, let's see how dangerous Mr. Marshall really is. Allegedly.
So the complaining witness was a delivery man for Domino's. I believe he made a delivery to the co-defendant in that case. The complaining witness said he felt something wasn't right and told the co-defendant to just pay him half so he could leave. The co-defendant pulled out a handgun, pointed it at the complaining witness, and demanded the pizza. The complaining witness noticed this defendant by his vehicle at that point and observed defendant Marshall open his front passenger door, reach in and steal a fanny pack that held his cell phone. So this defendant
Part of the offense. He's not the one with the actual.
He was not the one pointing the gun, yes, Judge.
The complainant began to feel that something was not right and offered to accept half the amount due for the pizza just so that he could leave the location. White then pulled out a firearm, pointed at the complainant, and demanded the pizza. White told complainant that he had 5 seconds to give him everything he had and began to count out loud. Do you know how scary that is to have someone hold a gun at you, tell them you have 5 seconds to give them everything or else? That is really, really terrifying and can cause people to have nightmares, all kinds of psychological issues. God. When defendant White reached his 5-second countdown, the complainant stated that he saw defendant White attempting to pull the trigger and could hear a clicking sound. It was at that moment the complainant was fearing for his life. He attempted to push defendant White's pistol away from his face and was able to retrieve his own firearm, namely a pistol. Complainant feared for his life and discharged the pistol at defendant White. Oh, the complainant shot and killed defendant White, who died at the scene. Complainant stated the defendant Marshall ran off with his property and the complainant drove to a safe location before calling the police. This is Houston. I will do everything in my power to protect our city. And I want you to understand that. And that person is now gone. For a pizza, his life is now gone. How well did you know this person? Now, how well did you, was he a good friend of yours?
Someone I knew in the apartments.
I'm going to make each of your bonds $3,500. Mr. Marshall, I want you to understand that if you are able to make bond, I'm putting a whole host of conditions on you.
I will understand.
Don't be a danger to our city. You have but one life. Stop. You have but one life. You know, when it's gone forever. And it's so very, very short. So heed the advice, because I'm not giving you any more warnings. Do you understand? Okay. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Steve. Good morning, Mr. Jones.
Good morning.
Mr. Jones, you're wanted out of the state of wherever. Probably denial, I don't know. But I have you here now because your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I've never met you before. I don't know who you
Order
are.
in the court.
No, my primary concern are two things. Number one, will you go back to the jurisdiction that you wanted from? Number one.
Yes, sir.
More importantly, and most importantly, are you a danger to the community? I know that you're going to tell me that you're not. Everyone says that, right? But what really dictates is how you look on paper, because that tells me who you really are. So I just don't know. We'll go through all that and we'll determine whether, you know, I do know that you have an open evading arrest in a motor vehicle. So you're now charged with a 3rd-degree felony. And so, all right, Amy, tell me about it.
Yeah, he's wanted from St. Lucie County in Florida.
Florida. Oh,
Yeah.
ouch.
He's wanted for a violation of probation for grand theft of a motor vehicle. We're asking for no bond at this time. For one thing, he picked up this evading of a motor vehicle while on that probation. He has.
Is this a stolen car too? Allegedly.
I don't think he was charged with that, Judge, so I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
A prohibited vehicle on the toll.
but we had an earlier case today, same thing, in a stolen car, right? Allegedly, and they didn't charge him with the UUV, but they
Really?
could have.
Okay.
So it's intake. I don't know. Just these days, it's
I'm seeing prohibited vehicle on the toll. That's all.
so it is a prohibited vehicle.
On the toll.
Do you have a car? Do you have a clean driving record? Did you know that you could pay as low as $39?
So
I don't know.
a prohibited vehicle could be a vehicle that
Yeah, it's
has
very,
outstanding
very vague.
balance. That's exactly right. Or no tags or.
What other kind of criminal history he got?
Yeah, he has an obscene number of fraud and forgery charges out of Florida and Georgia.
How many?
22 pages worth.
22 pages worth of criminal history?
Yes, he also has
Oh,
several failure to appears out of Florida. He was arrested in May 3rd of 2023 for a probation violation in Florida. Of course, this probation violation is for 3 different violations for failure to report and then changing address without permission, I think.
22 pages of priors.
Well, I would say this, Judge, sometimes the one case can take up to 2 pages sometimes, so
Even by that theory.
even, I get cheaper.
He also has misdemeanor and felony willful obstruction of law enforcement officers out of Georgia.
I'm surprised you even got probation. You know, I mean, really, it's you know,
All the charges were trickled down to 2 counts. So there was, all those charges are the exact same charge, and they dropped it to,
22 pages worth of the exact same charge.
it was 19 charges. And they brought it down to 2, they was basically 2 charges, 2 different kind of charges, but 9 charges of each. So
It happened that would garner 19 charges. That's usually something where you have like a mass event, like a shooting or like,
The probation violation's original charge, which was a grand theft of a motor vehicle, he obtained that motor vehicle by,
like false
buying it.
pretenses or something?
Yeah, he tried to buy it with a false pay stub for a false company.
Judge, if I may,
Sure.
Judge, I'm not asking for a PR bond. I'm asking for, even if you consider a bond, a high bond amount that would allow him to go turn himself in. He would have skin in the game. It's a monetary sum that would ensure that he goes and turns himself in. He hasn't messed up in your court before. I'm sorry. And so it would allow him to at least go present himself while also understanding the risk of losing a big deal of money. So I'd say that.
Whose money? Not his money. What kind of money you got? Doing what?
You know, I'd like to afford him the opportunity to post that bond. If you entertain.
Well, the first thing I'd need to know is, out of the 22 pages, what are all those, I'd like a list of like every single charge that he's ever had.
Okay.
I'd like to know the disposition of those charges, because, you know, the problem is, Mr. Jones, is that when you have too much baggage, the more baggage you have, the higher of a flight risk you are, because you know that at some point you're going to have to answer to those charges, and you're going to try to.
But I answer to all those charges.
Well, I don't know that. I know you're telling me that.
I understand, but those, I handled that. That was my first real case, and I handled it.
Yeah, I mean,
and some of those with the FTA and stuff, I turned myself in. It was misunderstandings with court dates and stuff like that. And it will show where I turned myself in like multiple times.
In this case here, you're trying to evade capture. I mean, asked you before how to grant your bond, you know.
Like the current case, I can't speak on that right now.
Don't, right.
All the other cases, I turned myself in and I handled what I needed to handle.
You know, has he ever had a prior fugitive case before? Out of where? So, Ricardo, if you want, we can do a deeper dive, or you guys can do a deeper dive and let me know more about him.
Here's the thing, Judge. I don't think it's. Here's how this it would work. I don't have access to the 22 pages. I would love to give you the report by tomorrow. I can do that.
So what we can do is we can ask Amy to print you out the NCIC report. Can you provide him with a copy?
I'd have to ask Dave, if that's all right with you, Judge.
There, at least at the minimum, I know that they'll let you look at the report. So you can look at it and write it down. I don't know if they'll give you a copy of it, but at least you can look at it, and we can try to work through to see all the charges of what they are.
Right.
Try to find out what the disposition, but.
I can also go through it and.
Right.
Okay.
But with 22 pages of prior criminal history, I'm going to tell you now, it's a really uphill battle to get you a bond. And if I do give you a bond, it's going to be a hell of a high amount now. In the high five digits, perhaps 6 digits, because I want to make sure that you turn yourself in. And the problem is that I know that there's a hurricane out there hitting Florida. So it's a perfect time for you to give me this kind of excuse there. I couldn't make it there. I couldn't make it here because of this and that. And when here.
Okay, I'll explain some of his options, Judge. We'll go over where we're at, and I'll see how he wants to proceed.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you now, if I were to give you a bond, it's going to be in the high 5 digits.
Understood. Judge, my understanding is he already waived on October 8th, and so his pickup date is.
You know what? And I'm going to tell you now, we have at least 3 other people here from Florida. And I think it's Miami-Dade, right? Wasn't it Miami-Dade that we have?
Yeah, this one is St. Lucie County.
How far is that from Miami-Dade? So perhaps we can come get them to pick you up in addition to those 2, because I know that we have at least 2 transports that are coming here to pick up another 3 individuals from Florida. So maybe we can get you on that, and they're supposed to be here next week. You know, so if you waive, or look, you've already waived. So great. So
I'm not trying to run from nothing. I just want to get this over with.
Here's the only other advice I'm going to give you now is that you need, if you do go back, You have to stay in contact with your felony lawyer in your felony case, because if you don't, and they think that you've absconded, they're going to issue a warrant in that case. And then the hold that you have here for your Florida stuff, it's going to happen to you over there, over here, because you're going to be over there. And then you're going to get a Harris County hold. So when you do finish up over there, you're not going to get out, and they're going to try to transport you back over here. That is Eileen Bogart is your lawyer over there. So just stay in touch with her to let her know what's going on, and that way they don't keep it. Okay? Okay, Judge. Of course.
Some of my kids are top of their class, and I fully attribute IXL to helping them reach that goal because of all of the.
Mr. Concepcion, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas, after a neighbor reported she heard an altercation in the apartment above her. When officers arrived, they observed one individual standing on a balcony yelling at someone in the courtyard. And when officers approached the defendant in the courtyard, they noticed he was extremely jittery and stuttering. The officer observed the defendant reach into his pocket and throw something on the ground. The defendant also took off an apron he was wearing and threw it on the ground. In the pocket of the apron, the officers found a Xanax pill weighing 0.5 grams.
Concepcion, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living?
I'm working at Docket. Work at Docket.
Okay. And how much money do you make a month? And who do you live with?
I live with Joshua Johnson.
Who is that?
That guy in first row right there.
Is that your dad?
No, that's just my roommate. It's like a brother.
Come up, sir.
Yeah, I think he's the person we were arguing. I was arguing with.
I talked to the judge. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
No, you're okay. You just.
Yeah, don't worry. You're doing great. What's going on with you?
He takes care of me. I've been having some issues at home. Here often I've been injuring my foot. And right now, while I'm healing up, he has to sometimes pick me up, sometimes like that. And,
you don't have to touch.
Help me get around the house. So it's hard without him being in my home. I don't feel safe without him. So, I don't know what's going on. But Your Honor, I want to explain something to you. When he's not around, the Baytown police will go around saying that they're going to find any reason to take this man to jail. Any reason. They just look for a reason. And I get tired of hearing that. When I go out to where my girlfriend works at, I got to listen to this.
Okay.
He's taking care of me right now because my provider services, we're trying to get it back. So, he helps cook so that he can food poison.
So you guys live in an apartment?
Yes. And it's bad. I tell you, they could have found those on the ground and accused him of it.
I don't want to talk about the case, but whose name is the apartment under?
Mine.
Okay, are you on the lease?
I don't know,
No, not
but
yet.
the managers, they all know me and everything.
The manager's letting him be there to help me out.
Right.
Because sometimes there's an issue with me being scared a lot. But with him there, I'm safe.
So the only thing I'm going to ask you now, Mr. Concepcion, I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using alcohol and you're kind of dope, I'm going to lock you up. Don't use any alcohol or dope. As long as you can do that and stay out of trouble, you'll be fine with me. If you need, I can appoint your lawyer today so you guys can figure out what to do. Do you have any open cases at this time anywhere else?
No.
Can you run an NTIC, please? Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, you're going to get with pretrial. You're going to sign your bond conditions, just no dope, no alcohol. And then I'm going to have you talk to.
He can't drink or anything. Because he watches me when I'm drinking. That way I don't go outside.
This is going to be a problem. Your pressure is an absolute, if you're drinking and you're getting loaded.
He hasn't drank in a long time.
But understand peer pressures.
Oh, I don't know anything about you guys.
If you're drinking and you're getting intoxicated, the likelihood of him wanting to partake will be very, very big. You're not listening.
Okay.
Sir, listen.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
If you were drinking, you're consuming alcoholic beverages and you're doing a lot of it, and he's there, he's going to want to do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to create a problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So be careful what you do, where you go, because you could potentially get him in trouble as well if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. You know? So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying be careful.
I just
Okay.
never been through this process before.
All right. So let's do this. I'm going to have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Your Honor, appears he may be on a deferred out of the 263rd for an ag assault.
Oh yeah, I've been on it for about 2.5 years.
Asked you if you had any open cases, and you said no.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new case. No, yeah, I've been on probation for about 2.5 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought you meant like anything that's new. That's what they always ask me.
I don't understand.
I drug test you now, what's going to show up?
Nothing.
I'm sending you now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Yeah, you're on probation for a very serious case where you're looking at what, 2 to 20?
Yeah,
Stop. Yeah, it's a second-degree felony, and you're not supposed to get in trouble, and now you've picked up a new case. It's very possible now they issue a felony warrant on your behalf. You're not supposed to get in trouble. I'm sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back. If you don't take the test, if you don't come back, I'm telling you now, I'm going to revoke your PR bond. You're not going to get any more. Do you understand? Okay, so just take a seat from me momentarily. I'm going to send him for a drug test. We're going to have him come back, and then I'm going to give him a lawyer, and we'll go from there. But just everything's okay for the moment, okay? You're fine, okay? All right. I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then I'm going to have you take your seat while we wait for pretrial to send you for a test, okay? Please.
Right this way. Go inside for your reset.
Very familiar to me. You know how? Maybe not. I represented a Morelli once, or Morgan Morelli, actually with the same name. That's why. Okay. Ms. Morelli, you are charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, man. Okay.
The officer spoke with the complainant, who is the defendant's mother, and who is also I apologize. Do you want me to keep going?
Go ahead.
Okay. And
Sorry.
No problem. The officer spoke with the complainant, who is the defendant's mother, and was observed to be bleeding from her mouth and face. The complainant stated the defendant physically attacked her in the defendant's kitchen after a verbal argument about the complainant calling out the defendant for taking drugs. The complainant stated the defendant was beating the living hell out of me. The complainant stated she doesn't know exactly how many times the defendant struck her, so the defendant hit her numerous times with both hands and that she felt pain. The complainant stated they both had been drinking and had a couple margaritas, but that it was not the reason for the assault. The complainant stated she ran out of the defendant's house and back to her home, which is only a few houses down the street, to call for help. The complainant stated the defendant has a history of assaulting her.
There's a prior assault of a family member. Is that the same complaining witness? Let's see. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case, and I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of this county, and if that means putting you in jail, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, then you're to come right back. If you fail to come back, or if you fail to take the drug test, I will revoke your bond, and I'm going to tell you now, you will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
As a condition of your bond, I'm forbidding you from having any contact with Diana Morelli whatsoever, not to consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well. I'm ordering you not to have contact with her. Can you find mom, please? Diana Morelli, please. Has a motive been granted in this case? Okay.
I just put it ready for you.
Okay. So, guys, it looks like the CW is here, so.
Judge, I have all spoken to CW, and she says that her and her daughter have fixed the situation between.
No, it's a second assault. Every time no. Doesn't matter.
Just go confirm with the CW.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh,
gonna bring her in so that I can talk to her as well. Are you Miss Morelli? Hi, thank you so much for coming. Would you mind coming up, please? I told her that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County, no matter who it is, who they are, what is going on. And that and if that means putting them in jail and making it a $100,000 bond, I will do it in a heartbeat. I'm entering now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies you as a protected individual. Ms. Morelli, you cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is a stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? This is a second assault alleged against you. The first one was dismissed. However, now I'm forbidding her from having contact with you. I've also forbidden her from consuming alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm sending her now for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything, is in her system. I'm so much as even contemplating putting a device on her ankle so I know that she's not consuming any alcohol. She has a lot of prior violent behavior, and I'm going to do everything in my power to quell it. This is the fifth, violent type of case that we have. And that's it. Historically speaking, every 2 years, there's a new case. Since 2018. Stops now. Do you understand? Okay.
Am I allowed to say anything?
Well, I'd rather not. She has a lawyer. You guys can talk to the lawyer. I've got a bunch of DAs here, and everything that you guys say can be used. And now's not the best time to talk about the case. The only thing I want to know, impart to you, that you are now a protected individual, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure it stays like that, so no one else puts their hands on you.
It's almost impossible for us to follow because I'm driving back to work and if my house is down.
Let's do this. I'm going to have her talk to the lawyer, and then we'll figure out something to do. We'll talk. For now, what I want to do is I'm going to send her for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything, is in her system. And then we'll have her come back, and hopefully by then the lawyers will be here and then we can talk. Okay? So just don't leave for now. Okay? All right. I'm going to have you sign this order for protection now, and then we'll send you on your way, and then we'll see you back in half an hour. Okay? In the interim, you can.
I'll speak to her. Miss Morelli.
Good morning, Mr. Silva. Good morning, Honor. Mr. Silva, you're charged with 2 cases. Shh. Charged driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with possession of marijuana. Is the weed case getting dismissed, Mr. Isaguirre?
Yes, the POM, yes. That's right.
Okay, so it looks like as part of the plea bargain agreement, they're going to dismiss the marijuana case against you. You're pleading on the DWI. You need to understand that the DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. This is important because when you get pulled over, what do you think an officer does?
You're gonna check if I'm either high or drunk.
Well, the first thing, they're going to look at your record. They're going to see that you have a prior DWI. If they come up to you and smell alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do?
Be back in the same situation I am today.
Right. What we're doing today, you will now forevermore be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? No more proverbial slaps on the wrist from now on. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail. Okay. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will go on your record and it'll be there forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. I will send you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
On the third charge, I was worried about that. He's a dishwasher at Mambo's and makes $1,800. And besides every, the light, water, gas, he's got a quick cash loan, Judge, that they've had him for years. At the interest, he has to pay $450 twice a month on that.
What?
Yeah. So for what? For a loan that he borrowed some money, and I was just going over this.
That's insanity.
I had got a good
What interest rate is that? 50%?
I think they said probably 40. They told me if I pay less than the minimum or don't pay past the minimum, they increase the payment wise. Before it was like
You need to
380.
get that thing paid off, man. They're
That's what
taking you
I'm
for a
trying
ride and then some. That's lunacy.
I had to fix my truck. The transmission was messing up, so I needed to borrow a good chunk of money to try to rebuild the transmission. on
That's
it.
usurious.
Sorry.
That's usurious.
No,
Usury.
it's like, what? That's it.
You got to go pay that thing off, man. If you got to go sell the truck to go pay that thing off, that's what you got to do.
That's what I'm thinking about because right now I can't drive. It's messing up on me now. So.
Even the court costs, but we were,
It would cost you more or it cost you less to take an Uber everywhere than what you're paying for that payday loan. That's
Well, at this point, I'm thinking about considering a bike to take to work, so I'm not worried about Uber. I'm not too far from my job, so it won't be too much.
if you're paying that much money, you're better off renting an apartment close to the Mambo where you work and taking a bike and sell your car to pay off that loan. That's ludicrous.
Like right to my house is like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most. Not too far. But as of right now, I can't.
Seriously, given. Okay. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, I'm going to tell you what he's asking me to do is he's asking me to wipe off about $3,500 worth of court costs, fines, and fees to DPS that you would otherwise be paying today. When you get a DWI second, it hits around $7,500 and greater. Get ready because you come back with the DWI, it's very possible that happens. Think before you get into a car. Even if you've had half a beer, you get pulled over, it's not going to go well. Don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol. Do you understand? We're not going to play this game again. Okay. All right. You got it. Yeah. Okay. Yay.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
Are you dad? Stepdad. I'm so happy you're here. This is great. I'm going to bring him out now. And I got to say, I'm happy that you didn't bond him out. Great. He needs to learn that it's not a joke. And I think that so far he's been taking it as a joke. So essentially what we did was I had him evaluated to see what's going on in his life, what he's doing, where he's going. It's not gone well, ninth grade education, got his GED, which is great, but it looks like it's just gone downhill. Coming up, Mr. Krumholtz.
I need them to slide it for me.
Guys, if you go that.
No, family.
No, you can't.
Come on around.
Okay, it's a security
I need
issue.
you this way for me. That way. Counselor, I need you. Step this way. There you go. All right.
So the deal is this, is that the alcohol has kind of ravaged him. We have self-destructive behavior. We've got memory loss, blackouts. from what is reported, wants to stop but can't stop kind of thing. The report says and indicates that you are to do intensive outpatient treatment program followed by supportive outpatient treatment program. I want to give you the chance to do this, Mr. Crumpholz, but I want you to understand that I'm not playing games. And that's why you are now still sitting in orange. And I'm not going to play this game with you again. I will give you but one opportunity to try to do this on your own. And if you're incapable of stopping, if you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to put you into an inpatient treatment facility. It's going to happen. It's whether are you going to be able to do it on your own? If not, then we're going to do it my way. And you're not going to like the way that I do it. But it's going to happen one way or the other. And I can extend you for the next 3 years, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to make sure that you're clean and sober. Not only does he have the case with us, but he has another one in another county. I don't know. Have you spoken to Mr. Ehrlich yet? Okay. The problem is this, is that how are you going to pay for it?
How's he going to pay for it?
Because while he's in custody, I can pay for things. When he's out of custody, I can't pay for it. And I'll tell you, the intensive outpatient is around $500 to $600. How are you going to pay for this, Mr. Crumpholz? When is the last time you've had a job?
I haven't had work in about a month, but
beforehand,
landscaping, like I said. Landscaping, like I said, Your Honor. And around this time is when I start doing Christmas lights. Well, my stepdad does the same thing, but I kind of learned from him, so I typically do it around the season.
There's no greater role model than a dad or a mom, really.
You'll be able to pick up enough business to pay for, pay for this.
Do you think he'll qualify for TAP funding?
I'm not sure what he reported to the probation officer, but he wrote another financial affidavit and see if he qualifies for that.
Okay, we're going to have you do an affidavit, financial affidavit, in hopes that you can qualify so that we can pay for it for you. If I can't, I want to pay for it for you. If I can, I will. That way you don't have to worry, because money is an additional stress that we don't need. I want him to have a device though. Okay, yeah, I want you to have a device so that I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If the one time you consume alcohol, you will get another warrant and you will stay with me this time. And I'm going to tell you now, the treatment facility, the program is a minimum 6 to 8 months if you respond well to treatment. If not, you could be potentially there for 1.5 years in a treatment facility. Do you understand? It's going to happen one way or the other. That's it. So once he's released, must have a job within 30 days. So you have your own company, or what about?
Pressure washing, exterior cleaning. We do Christmas lights about this time.
What about Mr. Crumpholz working?
So we don't have the work right now. I have 2 employees currently. It just wouldn't be fair to.
No, and I'm not asking you to do anything that would, okay.
But I have told David that, in fact, for example, you have 2 weeks of parking lot striping coming up next week that, I would like him to be there. He's an amazing worker when his head is in the game. When the emotions, all those things get involved.
It's a great sign.
It gets a little more difficult, but.
That's the idea. You got to understand that this life is a journey, Mr. Crumpholz. And I'm going to tell you now, how old are you? You're 22. If you don't have any money, your life really is going to suck. Really, really bad. The divorce rate is so high in this country because one reason. No one has money. And when you don't have money, what happens? You start fighting. And when you fight, what happens? And it's a cyclical process. It's over and over and over. People fight. They have no money. They have no education. They have no way of getting money. And they can't buy anything. And then they end up getting divorced.
Police may not want you to know this, but the reason we usually ask for your insurance first before your registration is because of.
You set yourself up now and you work your ass now so that when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you have money. You can go on fabulous vacation, fabulous trips. You can buy a Jaguar, go to, a Michelin star restaurant. landscaping, you will have a very tough life. Unless you're able to have some kind of extravagant, really kick-ass business.
I put a lot of work into it. I'm very creative and it's something I do like to do. I slacked. I haven't been doing what I was supposed to do.
It starts with one thing, a clear head. And as he said, you're an amazing worker when you have a clear head. That's all it takes. Mind over matter. That's what it's about. So I will give you this opportunity. It's the last time. I'm not going to do this again. You test positive again. You pick up a new case. I will keep you with me for a very long time. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add or state?
His name is David. After King David, and just like King David, he had amazing, had a big heart. My son has a big heart, and he had to go through this discipline as well. And I do believe that when David decides to honor God and surrender himself to God, there's going to be a lot of things that will happen for him. But he needs to start with him, wanting to be better.
When you get out of here, where are you going?
Probably back to my grandma's house.
Oh, so that's what I'm getting at. You know, I'd like to do that, and there's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I want to give him a curfew because I don't think anything good will happen in the middle of the night. I don't want you out in the middle of the night because there's nothing good that happens at 2 a.m, and I don't want you out. I want you to stay with mom so that she knows where you're going at all times. And I want you to either faithfully work or get back into school full time. If it were me, I would have you get back into school because the more education you get, it correlates the more money you make in life. That's it. You know, in life, if something was easy, everybody would be doing it. No, it's very, very difficult to be a doctor. That's why they make so much. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Landscaping is an easy thing. That's why it's so difficult to make a lot of money in it. But if you get in school, get a great education, and you learn something that not many people know about, sky's the limit. I use this example a lot, and I know I got a lot of people waiting, but I have a friend of mine who, you know, we all made fun of because he worked at Chick-fil-A, right? But he really liked it, and he did really well at it. He started, you know, washing dishes at Chick-fil-A. He now owns 2 Chick-fil-A's, and he's making $400,000 a year, running 2 of the most successful Chick-fil-A's here in this county. Sick money he's making a year. He put his heart, put his soul into it. God, this guy's the one. That's what's great about this country. That's what you need. And that's what's going to happen. And if not, you stay there. You understand? So for the time being, you live with mom, you've got a curfew, job within 30 days. Let's get the TAP funding and then IOP, SOP. And then, so the other thing is that he's got the case in the other county. I don't want him traveling other than having to deal with the case in that county as well.
Which device do you want me to get, the alcohol monitoring device?
The cheapest one, probably the portable device. Yeah. If you ever have any questions, if you ever have any issues, you know where to find me. I can always help you. If you see him slipping up, just let me know or let Mr. Elick know, and we'll do everything we can to help him. If you ever have any issues, call us, stop by, send me an email. I'm happy to help you in any way. We have another guy that reached out to me yesterday, is having issues, right? So email me and we're doing what we can to try to help him. So that's what it's about. You got to communicate with us and we'll help you. All right?
Okay. Your Honor, I do have a question. Will there be PO reporting?
Every month. Absolutely.
Testing and things like that?
Absolutely. I'm putting a device on him so I know that he's not consuming alcohol. He's going to have to blow into this device daily to prove to me he's not consuming alcohol. He's also going to have to take, you know, weekly drug tests so that we know he's not, no marijuana, no mushrooms, no, nothing. You're not, no illegal drugs. You should be clean right now. Good. The next time I test you, if you test positive for marijuana, guess what happens? Right. It's not hard. Mind over matter.
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. All right. Good luck. Thank you, Ms. Reyes.
Okay.
Hey.
Hola, buenos días, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Luis Linda. Mucho gusto.
Nice to see you.
Solo miro después y le contesta nada más
Last
en
person on the
español.
very back docket.
Mírenlo ahí, por favor.
Sirium Mateo.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, no Mateo. El teléfono le está viendo cómo le parece. Robot.
All right, Mr. Sirium Mateo.
Sirium Mateo.
You were charged with criminal trespass.
Domicilio.
Order in the court, please.
Sin permiso.
Come to my attention that you have now picked up 2 felony offenses.
Dos ofensas por delito mayor.
So, what happened in those cases?
Trespass or?
No, in the felony cases.
Felonies, so he's charged with fraudulent use of ID, so it says the officer dispatched to a Wheeler Transit Center and he observed the complainant holding the defendant on the ground. He had a verbal exchange with the complainant and then spat in the complainant's face. Once the defendant was searched.
Wait. He spat in the complainant's face?
Yes, Your Honor. And then once the defendant was searched, entered into arrest, they found a bank card belonging to another complainant. And in regard to the harassment of a public servant case.
Get upset getting arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, señoría, no escuché lo que dijo la juez.
Let me see how that one's split as.
Mire, pues.
Is there an ICE holder?
Hay orden de detención de inmigración.
Currently, I don't see an ICE holder.
Actualmente no veo orden de detención de inmigración.
Last page on the document. We gave you a PR bond, Zero Mateo. The only thing I asked you is don't get in trouble. You've now picked up 2 felony cases. As a result, I'm now going to revoke your bond and I'm going to raise it to 5,002. If you are able to bond out, you must appear here the next day. Looks like your bonds up in the felony courts are set around 15,000. You guys show an immigration detainer? You do not? Okay. So far, there's no immigration detainer, and I don't know. Ernesto, the felonies are set for 11/14. You want to set them for after? Or closer to? What would you like?
I can do the 15th, Judge. You post 15th.
Yeah, it's up to whatever you'd like. 11/15 would be, it's a Friday, so.
Yeah, the 19th, fine.
Okay. All right, so you know that's what's expected of you, Mr. Zerium. If you bond out, you must appear here the next day.
Al siguiente día.
So we can give you bond conditions.
Para poder darle sus condiciones de fianza. Okay.
Mi hermano.
Solo miro
Oh, Your Honor. As it's pledged, so the complainant that he spit in the face of is the public servant. Yes, and then the complainant of the fraud case is the one that owned the card that was found.
El dueño de la tarjeta que se le encontró en posesión del acusado. Señor, le voy a pedir por última vez, solo mire el juez.
Esa tarjeta la encontré nomás en el cielo.
Muy bien. Puede irse con el oficial.
Síguelo.
And yet, he has paperwork to get enrolled, but he has to pay for it.
He what?
GED, you also wanted him to get enrolled in the GED for his GED course.
I asked you to do 2 things, Mr. Adame. The first thing I asked you to do was, anger management classes because.
Yeah, because I have a.
Don't say anything. The other thing I asked you to do was enroll into a GED or like type program because you don't have a high school diploma, do you?
No, but I'm already enrolled in Penn Foster, but I need to pay. So that's why I barely started working. So I could pay. I haven't got paid yet. That's why.
This is really important. You can't go through life without a high school diploma. And every time you come here, I'm going to keep nailing that into your head so that at some point you get your GED or high school equivalent. You're going to get nowhere. You're going to make pennies to what other people make until at the minimum you have a high school diploma. You did an anger management class. This is great.
Okay.
Good job. I really hope that you took it to heart and you learn, because the idea is you don't want to pick up any more of these cases, and with patience, you won't. This is great work.
Thank you.
So how soon do you think you'll be able to start the G?
Probably because I still gotta pay my bond, my monitor.
No, I'm paying everything for you.
No, I'm
He
paying
also
the
has a
bond.
felony court.
I was
He has
for-
conditions in felony
You
court, I
know,
believe.
no, I have to pay for the bond.
Can I pay for the felony one too?
Can I ask one question also?
Wait.
That money can be used for him to get the GED.
Correct.
Joe Wells is the lawyer upstairs.
Who?
Joe Wells.
Yeah, Joe Wells is the attorney upstairs. He did have to go back to court up there because he got a BVR, because we changed the address down here in this court for him to stay away from, and to the correct address for the complainant witness. They didn't change it upstairs. So he had to go back to court, I think last week or something, and they had to.
Have to be very careful.
Get that straightened out.
Bond is really high there. And if you violate your conditions, they're going to revoke it, and they're going to raise it, and they're probably going to make it $50,000. And you'll be stuck like Chuck in jail. So you've got to be very careful. If they give you a curfew, if they give you an exclusion zone, don't do it. Don't go there and stick to the curfew. It looks like they've already given you one pass. It's probably not going to happen again. Be careful, Mr. Adame.
It's only because they didn't have the address correction made upstairs in the felony court. We corrected it down here, but they didn't do it upstairs until they filed the BVR. And then I sent Joe Wells proof that the complainant witness was at a different address.
Do you mind letting him know that because of the cost, it's preventing him from doing?
Right. I'll send an email to Joe. Sure.
Oh, because I was gonna ask about the timing too. To change it, like, because I want to get another job, but since I'm like
the curfew is upstairs, not down here.
I don't.
Oh,
Guys, do I have him on a curfew?
I don't think you did, Judge. I think you just have the exclusions on.
No, currently he's not.
The curfew's upstairs in the, so this judge has no jurisdiction.
I can't take the curfew off, and I can't pay for it upstairs. Otherwise, I would too. You know.
I'll send Joe an email.
Please hold all conversations, please.
Please. Sure. So,
you want to resend it for about 3 weeks to come back with GED?
No.
Do your best to get working on your GED. I'm telling you, it's the best thing for you, right?
Thank you.
And do you want parents required to show proof of the GED? I'll resend it for about 3 weeks.
Thanks, Carl.
Have a seat.
What, Mr. Dunn?
Thank you, Judge.
I'm not going to play this game with you again. Next time, we have conditions for a reason. Your battery died. Stop. It doesn't matter. Sorries, regrets. No. You have bond conditions, and when you fail to live up to the conditions, your bond gets revoked and you go to jail.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to play this game with you again. The next time the battery dies, so does your bond, and next time it's going to go way high.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with harboring a runaway child. This case is 657 days old. It is time to take care of it.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
2 weeks, Ms. Collins?
Yes, Your Honor.
Play your trial at the next setting. Do you have an offer on this case now?
There was a 200-day offer on this.
200 days the offer now. Get ready. At the next setting, we will either set up a trial or you must accept the offer. Do you understand? So he needs his device back on today. Waive the fee. Anything else you'd like to add, Ms. Collins?
That's it, Your Honor.
Okay, so
October 30th.
October 30th or 31st?
October 30th.
Done. Okay, see you in 2 weeks, Mr. Brother. You must get the device today.
Yes, sir.
I think his wife was trying to, I'm not sure that's important.
Come on, man. I think it's perhaps his wife, Miss Collins. I don't know. We'll see. I'll make sure that nothing is said that. Is that your baby?
We'll stand by the baby.
That's our child, yes.
I just asked the other deputy to stand by the baby. Come on up real quick.
So I don't want to talk about the case. What did you want to say?
I did just want to say I was the one who bonded him out the first time around, and I was the one who bonded him out this time around. And I do want you to know, yes, I understand the bond violations and what happened, but I would not have done it if I did not trust that he was going to do the right thing this time around. He got a job, we have our baby to take care of, and he is trying to provide, he is trying to do right. And I would not have done it if I didn't trust that he was trying.
It's not hard to charge a battery, right? This battery went dead and it's been dead. So there's just no excuse. We have bond
Yes,
conditions
sir.
for a reason. And when you don't bond conditions, there are serious consequences. And the problem is that every time you violate bond conditions, all you're doing is you're enriching bond companies. You're giving money away that you would normally give to the baby. But
I assure you there would be no problem.
All I'm asking for is just another chance so that he can
well,
show.
he's walking out of here today. I mean, I'm not taking him into custody now. He is going to still have the ankle monitor on now.
Yes,
the
sir.
case is very old, and it's time to make a decision on what we need to do. So I'm going to give you guys 2 weeks. It is your responsibility to get with Ms. Collins, go through the evidence, and you guys decide what you want to do. But at the next setting, you either accept a plea bargain or get set for trial. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be a very fast trial. It's not going to be set to the new year. It's going to be within a month. We're going to go to trial. You understand? Okay. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Collins. And thank you for being patient.
No problem.
John D.
Somebody has it.
This is Mr. Ms.
Allen?
Washington. I'm sorry about. I said Mr.
No worries. Get take care of yourself. No worries.
Oh, I ain't worried about.
This is Ms. Washington.
I just called him Mr.
Good morning.
What are we doing now? What is it? 180 days. Is there any restitution that's due and owing? Shh.
Don't believe so, not pursuant to the agreement, Your Honor.
Okay. So the cases upstairs, has anything happened on those yet or no? They're still open?
They're still open, Your Honor.
Ms. Washington, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 180 days in jail with 52 days credit. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Because of your priors, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any other cases that you pick up. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do, man? How do you plead to the offense? Or we'll find you guilty. I will sentence you to the agreement. Good luck, man. Okay, thanks, Alan.
Who else is you?
Hey, John.
Judge, we just have a quick plea on Mr. Luis Vallejo. Should be in front of you. May I bring him up, Judge?
Please.
Please.
Good morning, Mr. Vallejo. Good morning. Mr. Vallejo, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. If you're ever pulled over in a car and officers want to see a prior DWI, what do you think they're going to do if they smell alcohol or dope on you? From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. So the proverbial slap on the wrist, you understand. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, and give up the right to appeal. So you don't want to do a PTI. You don't want to do a PTI on this thing.
That's like a probation. We'll talk about that.
You realize that once you plead guilty, it's going to go on your record. You can never take it off. It's there for the next, well, until you die. Even after you die, it's still there.
Sure.
This is a lifetime decision. There's no coming back. You sure?
Sure.
Okay. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. Are you appointed or retained? What do you do for a living, Mr. Vallejo?
Some mechanics. Diesel mechanics, sir.
How much money do you make a month?
I think it's about.
Do you have a car? And do you have a clean driving record? Did you know you could pay as
a week?
That's because I pay child support.
Oh, good. Does it come out of your check?
Out of my check already.
Wonderful. That's great. Okay. All right. I have to suspend your license. I'm going to suspend it for 90 days, sir. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir. Thanks, guys.
For 90 days, sir? 90
Yes, sir. I have to. That's the minimum. Don't drive until you get a license. Otherwise, you can be right back over here. Okay. All right. Good luck. Are you ready? You ready?
I'm here on Miss Luna, Cindy Luna. She's paid for everything. She's already signed all the paperwork for the PTI. You know, her problem is one that's that of economics. She has not yet gotten the portable device. She gets paid in 2 weeks to get it in. Cindy Luna.
Page 14.
9 days. Is she here?
Yes, sir.
Luna, come up. Mr. Villarreal, September 26th of this year, the mitigation packet was not submitted. We told her that we had 2 weeks or else the case would be rolled day for day. Gave another 2.5 weeks to get all that done. Then we give another 2.5 weeks and now we're back and she still doesn't have it done.
Yeah,
I mean,
she had not paid the, I think the DA's fee last time, and it's her job that she's a server at the airport. She's on limited income. She needs about 2 weeks to be able to afford the device.
Where do you work?
Polaris Lounge.
Okay. How often do you work?
5 days.
Just Fridays?
No, 5 days.
5 days. Can you not pull double shifts to get extra work?
They don't give overtime.
How much money are you making a week?
Like 800 a week.
Sorry?
800 a week.
And who do you live with? Who do you live with?
By myself. I pay my bills by my own.
Gilbert, I'll give you the 2 weeks. If it's not done in 2 weeks, I'm setting it for trial. I will not take any more excuses. Your case is 209 days old. If you don't have the interlock in by the next 2 weeks, then that's it. I'm not going to give you any more time. People have to have it done by 180 days. And I'm going to tell you now, statistically speaking, the longer someone takes to get into a diversion program here, historically, the higher we see that they end up messing up and they get kicked out of the program. Here we are, 210 days, you're still not in. No more time after the 2 weeks. It will be an immediate trial setting. You understand? Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay.
Madam
Yes.
Clerk,
Yeah.
spoke to Mr. Riley, Judge, and with the permission of the court, it's okay. She'd like to submit to the UAs twice a
Okay,
week.
so she has to come here every Monday and Thursday. She'll report here.
Yeah.
She'll have to take a drug and alcohol test every, and we'll reset her. So the way we'll do it with you is we'll give you a date, 30 days out. That'll be your date. But what we'll have to do resets every Monday and Thursday for her to come and test, and then she'll come here, she'll test, and then she can go out, and we'll have her sign a reset.
Yes, sir. Just two other points, Judge. This address is it's not the correct address, essentially, Judge. But I'm assuming since the court is allowing contact, that would be.
Passingham Drive?
Was that?
Passingham?
It's the same street, but it's a different number, is my understanding, Judge.
Of where mom lives?
Yes, Judge, but I'm assuming since the court is going to allow contact, is she allowed to be at the
So
house,
what
Judge?
we'll do is we'll do no threatening or harassing,
Okay.
and then the MOAP stays in place, all but for the residential restriction. So we'll take the residential restriction out, but everything else stays in.
I see, okay.
Ms. Morelli, come up.
The last condition, Judge, if I could, it asks Ms. Morelli to contact pretrial to determine the case status. She has counsel, Judge, so can we remove that, right?
I've never
That condition?
seen that, actually. You'll have to show me that, what occurred. Usually it's something where it's random testing.
We are gathered here today to discuss matters of national importance and to reaffirm our commitment.
Why?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna take that off. I don't see why. Thank you for bringing it. I've never seen that before.
I've never seen either.
It was through the magistrate, so we'll take it off. Ms. Morelli, I'm going to have you sign conditions now that you are not.
Order in the court.
You are not to have any threatening or harassing contact with your mother. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening. It's what she perceives. So if you buck up and go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It is. Spoken word, it doesn't have to be spoken word. Other conduct can violate this court order. If you violate this, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, and I don't care what it is, I don't care what the source is, isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, a tequila lollipop, hair dye, NyQuil, I've heard it all, and it doesn't matter to me. No means no. And we'll take copious notes that I've warned you about everything, including mouthwash, Listerine, whatever it may be. If you test positive, the bond gets revoked, you go to jail. And from now on, if you test positive, I'm telling you now, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you that tests for alcohol. And that thing costs around $400 to $500 a month. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So everything in this order for protection will stay. The only thing that we're taking off is the residential restriction. So before you leave here, I would suggest that you get to know this thing so you know what you can and can't do. Do you have any questions?
I can contact her and be around her, just nothing harassing or threatening.
No threatening, harassing, no alcohol from any source, no illegal drugs. Correct. You have a lawyer. They will take care of you. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds if you pick up a new case, you start acting out, anything like that. Any questions?
Just Monday and Thursday.
You will report here at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll send you the test. And then after that, you'll go. And then you can go. If we find something we shouldn't, we'll get in contact with both of you guys. Okay? If you don't show up, a warrant will issue.
Is there a time frame that it matters for those days?
9 o'clock here in the morning. Yeah, okay?
Are we
All right,
excused,
guys.
Judge? Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge.
Oh, no weapons. I don't know if you saw it. No weapons. Able.
Guevara, Your Honor, and Gallegos, both for please. Guevara. Guevara?
Oh, Guevara. 3,059 days old, this case is. 3,059 old, your case, Mr. Guevara Hernandez. Tell me.
He was deported and couldn't make his court date. That's what the case is.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Does he have another household now?
Yes, and he's being deported again.
Did he sign for voluntary departure? Do you know?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that you need to be very careful coming back in. Because if you come back in and the federal government catches you, it's very possible they charge you with illegal reentry. And then from what I understand, that is a minimum of 5 years in federal prison. If you do things the right way, good things happen. You need to ask for permission to come into this country first. Don't just come in. Don't do that. Ask for permission first and then you come in. You are charged with driving while intoxicated and having an open container. Both of you guys have worked out agreements with your criminal cases here. Mr. Guevara Hernandez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. And Mr. Gallegos, you were charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. Both of you guys are facing, well, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. And Mr. Guevara, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine with a minimum of 5 days in jail due to the open container. Both of you guys have worked out agreements. Mr. Gallegos, your agreement is 150 days in jail with credit for the 79 days that you've done. There is also an affirmative finding of family violence in your case. What that means is that you can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this. If you pick up a gun, if you pick up a weapon, it's very possible that they charge you with a criminal case as a result.
Sure, understood.
Mr. Guevara Hernandez, and both of you guys are giving up a lot of rights by entering into these agreements. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you guys are not citizens, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never undo this or change this. It will go on your record. It will be there forever. Mr. Gallegos, you need to understand that because this is going on your record, from now on, you will be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Shh. What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Guevara Hernandez, this charge of driving while intoxicated will go on your record. If I were you, if you ever have a sip of alcohol, sip of whiskey, sip of moonshine, bourbon, vodka, Corona, Modelo, don't get How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to 15 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 6 days that you've done. I am going to suspend your license for 1 year. Well, you said he was deported, right? Okay. I'll suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. It looks like you may well end up getting deported with this case again. So like I said, be careful coming back, because if you're busted, it may not go well. Does Mr. The other gentleman have an ice hold? He does have. You also have an immigration detainer as well. So if you do end up getting deported, if you want to come back to this country, do it the right way. Ask for permission first. Don't just come back.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Or how do you plead to the office? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right, guys. Good luck. Take care. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Is it true that you had the open container in your car, Mr. Guevara?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thanks. What's your name?
No, that's okay.
You have that picture that shows the certificates on it.
Hi, Mr. D.
How you doing, Your Honor? You don't have a sheet.
The course is completed. You will receive an additional work information.
Okay. So you want to set off a week?
She said, we ordered it, went yesterday.
Yeah, I ordered, but it takes 7 to 10 business days for it to come in the mail.
And she didn't have the 25 to spare for the overnight.
Okay. So we'll do 10 days.
Okay.
Okay. And then after that, if we don't have it, then I'm going to do it day for day. Your case is 230 days old. It's beyond old. So if you don't have it within the next 10 days, I'm going to roll it day for day until you get it. Okay. Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You know what? Hold on. I told Joaquin. Joaquin.
Yes, sir.
Do you have an on docket or off docket thing?
It's off docket, Judge.
Hang tight. Let me do this plea real quick. Then I'll hit you up next.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I am here on Mr. Jesus Salazar. Mr. Salazar, a motion for to revoke probation was filed. Subsequent to that, however, he picked up a felony offense, same complaining witness. It's my understanding from talking to him that he has agreed to accept a plea bargain in felony court. I believe I told him that I saw an offer of 2 years on the DA portal. However, he informed me that the state were willing to reduce it to a misdemeanor and offer him a year in the Harris County Jail. That's the information that he told me. You had requested that he do a TRAS, I believe, sometime back. I believe pretrial service would be better to let you know the outcome, Judge.
Recommended matters prevention program is monitored on a higher scale.
And the question is, do you want to accept this plea or do you want him to continue on probation?
Ali?
23. Sir.
I'll let you go. You will learn nothing if we let you go. If we just time serve you now and let you walk on your way, you learn nothing. That's not what we do here. We want you to learn from this, Mr. Salazar, so you don't pick up another case or you don't do some catastrophic damage that you can't walk away from where you end up doing 40 years. That's not what we do here. So I'm going to hold you until you're done with your felony case, and then I'm going to extend you another year, and we're going to continue with this until you complete the Batter's Intervention Prevention Program. And once you do that, I will cut you loose. But I want you to learn something from this, and I'm not going to do this catch and release where you learn nothing. It's not going to happen. You're on probation for an assault, and you pick up a felony assault. No. I will keep you until you learn something. And when you learn, that's when we will let you go. Do you understand? I'm down with the high-risk caseload. Yep, the batterer's intervention program. No dope, no alcohol. Was there alcohol or any kind of dope as an allegation, Alex, as far as the felony assault is concerned?
As far as the felony is concerned, let me see.
Keep pressing forward.
The witness stated the defendant, his son, got drunk and argued with the complainant.
That's what we are.
You will be doing now intensive outpatient treatment program. And I'm going to tell you now, when we let you out, I expect you to do the drug and alcohol treatment program. And if not, we will do an inpatient one. But I'm going to keep you until you learn something and until you stay clean and sober for a very long time. Because it appears to me that when you have a clear and clean head, good things happen. When you end up using, here we are. Right or wrong?
You're right. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what we're going to do. I can keep you for up to 3 years. And if I need to do that, I will. Just to make sure you're not using and you're learning. And if we have to do the BIP program multiple times, then we're going to do it multiple times. It is an 18-week program that you must attend once a week for 18 weeks. And if it doesn't take the first time, we'll right back do it a second time until it takes.
3 signs your car accident is worth major compensation. If you've been in a car accident recently.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do it. Extend it for 1.5 years or a year, and we'll go from there.
We're gonna amend it now or wait for the felony?
Amend it now so that felony knows what we're doing.
Okay.
And then perhaps, because he's been in custody for a good amount of time. So 1 year Harris County Jail, he's probably going to be out within 30 days, I would take.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It looks like the felony court,
I don't know about that.
Shatori, the felony court's not set for November 14th. So do you want to do maybe the day after? Okay. Yeah, and then we'll amend it when we know specifically how much time he has left, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. All right, see you 1 day after your felony.
Yes, sir.
Good luck up there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you. Have a good day.
So we're gonna do another fix.
No, sorry, 15.
That's a little bit.
Okay, okay, perfect.
Hey.
Hey, Judge Mayberg.
No?
Yes, Brianna Senegal, we're good. Both cases dismissed, both of them. She's here. The issue is she's got GPS. What else do you have on you? We gotta take the GPS off from home. Come up here, Brianna. So Nathan was able to help out. We got both their cases dismissed. She's gonna be on her way. Great future ahead of her. We just need to get her GPS removed from the house, and that's about it.
Did you finish?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Are they both getting dismissed?
Yes, Judge. Well, they're getting dismissed. My understanding is they've already been filed.
Happy?
Yes.
I hope that you don't come back.
I won't.
I hope. Really, really. All right. All right. Good luck. We'll take everything off then.
Thank you.
Have fun.
I'm gonna talk to pre-trial to see how we can get that.
Just hang tight, Miss Senegal. We'll take care of you. Okay. who do
Judge,
we
this
have?
is Mr. On your fugitive docket, Mr. Ruben Aguilar.
The Spanish speaker, didn't think about it, so.
I didn't think about it either. He's just waving. He's just waving.
And he,
Translate then.
I'll translate, sure.
that's why I wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that too, sorry.
Sneaky, sneaky, as I would tell my kids. Sneaky, sneaky.
Ok, yo voy a traducir para usted. Este es el juez.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Ruben Aguilar.
Buenos días, señor Ruben Aguilar.
Is this the case that I just read about?
Which one?
This is the case that I just read about that's in the news, right? Or something like that?
I hope not. I hope this isn't it.
No, I think it is. Did you know?
Let's assume it's not.
Let me take a look at it.
So this is the case where he's wanted out of like Boise, Idaho, or Nebraska or something?
It's Idaho.
Idaho, right. And then it's the case where they filed a aggravated kidnapping and
It's
Something like that, yes, Judge.
that's one of them. Yeah. Yeah.
human sex trafficking, human sex trafficking of a child, kidnapping in the first degree.
Judge, if I could translate, he said what? So, lo que estaba hablando el juez está diciendo, este es el caso que yo entiendo, de que yo sé, y yo digo, no sé, señor juez, él supuestamente sabe de este caso que de ti, en la noticia, me imagino que te están buscando, él sabe que te están buscando por el human sex trafficking, el traficante de alguien y que supuestamente te robaste a alguien y supuestamente el juez sabe de una manera y es lo que está diciendo. Okay.
You are wanted out of the state of Idaho.
El estado de Idaho es el que te está queriendo que regreses.
Specifically, Ada County or Parish.
Específicamente, la localidad se llama Ada. Es un condado, se llama Ada en Idaho.
Wanted for 2 offenses.
Se quieren por 2 ofensas.
The offense of human sex trafficking of a child.
El primer cargo, traficando a un menor de edad.
And kidnapping in the first degree.
Y número 2, que te robaste a alguien es una felonía de grado número 1.
Sí, yo por eso mismo quiero pelear por eso, para mostrar que no es así.
Yes, for that reason, I want to fight and go up there and just to let them know that it's not like that.
Here, we would only like to know whether you want to waive formal extradition. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, Luis is here. Fantastic. How are you? We're trying to manage, Luis.
He snuck it in.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He allegedly translated.
Hermanito, ¿qué tal? Ahora sí le llegó el español que necesita. Solo mira el juez.
Some of my kids are top of their class, and I fully attribute IXL to helping them reach that goal.
Y le contesta nada más en español. Mira, Luis, el intérprete. Mucho gusto.
So
No,
Luis,
mentira, solo jugando.
I've advised him that he's wanted out of Idaho.
¿Idaho?
Idaho.
¿Está siendo usted buscado por el estado de Idaho? Mire, pues, hermano.
The 2 charges are sex trafficking and kidnapping.
Trata de sexo y secuestro.
First degree.
En primer grado.
I'd like to know whether you would want to waive formal extradition or not.
¿Renunciar a extradición formal o no?
No, yo voy a pelear por todo eso para demostrar que no es de
Solo mismo, pues.
que no es verdad.
I'm gonna
De
fight
todo
all that
me
to show that, that none of that is true.
I understand.
Yo entiendo, pero escucha la
Here, you don't fight the underlying cases for those.
Sí, yo entiendo que si me tienen que extraditar, yo voy a ir a pelear. Yo entiendo que si me piden para allá, yo voy a ir a pelear a donde sea
I understand that if I'm sought by them, I'll go over there and fight.
You have to waive formal extradition for that to happen.
Eso ocurra, señor. ¿Renuncia a extradición formal para poder ir a pelearlo?
¿Cómo renuncia a
What do
extradición?
you mean, give up extradition? Hable con su abogado.
Eso es lo que hablamos ahí, en donde si llenas este documento, esto comienza los 14 días para que ellos vengan a recibirte. Comienza el proceso, dice, ok, vengan a agarrarme los 14 días. Estás renunciando, diciendo, no estoy peleando, yo soy la persona, vengan a agarrarme.
Sí, sí, estoy de acuerdo con eso.
Yes, I'm in agreement with that.
Ok, no problema.
Pero quería asegurarme.
Sí, no problema.
So you want to waive formal
¿Usted
extradition?
quiere renunciar a extradición formal entonces? Para esperar. Yes.
All right, I see that you have also made bond on the harboring a runaway child.
Fianza por ocultar un niño de fuga.
As a result, the 14 days starts ticking now for Idaho to come get you.
Idaho venga por usted, señor. El estado de Idaho.
Do you have any questions?
¿Alguna pregunta, señor?
Sí, yo tengo otro corte el día 22 de octubre, pero aún no me han asignado otro abogado.
I also have
Quería saber
court date
dónde
October
podía
22nd.
agarrarlo para estar preparado.
Because I haven't been assigned an attorney yet, where can I obtain one so that I may be prepared?
It's a great question.
Esa es una buenísima pregunta.
It appears that you have
Parece que se tiene tribunal el 22 de este mes. Solo mire pues, hermano.
at that time, you will most likely be appointed an attorney.
Abogado de oficio para que
And
lo ayude.
what I would also advise, when you do get a lawyer, advise them that you also have this case, because while you're over there, this case will still be pending. And if they revoke the bond here, what's happening to you here and over there will happen again.
De nuevo.
They will revoke the bond here. Harris County will place a hold on you here so that when you're done over there, you're not going to be let out. They'll have to be transferred back here. So you need to stay in contact with the lawyer that they give you here so that doesn't happen. If you don't understand, I can have Ricardo also explain to you.
Yes, I'll send an email out to the court. If for some reason he's on his way to Idaho, I will let them know. If for some reason he's on his way, I will email the court to let him know, and if not, I will let the court appointed know after the 22nd what's going on down the road.
Oficio del 22 lo que está pasando ahora.
Okay. All right.
Sigue el oficial. Oh, perdón.
Oh,
Yes,
Tienen que firmar ahí.
¿A dónde?
Aquí. Como puedan. No tiene que ser nada bonito.
And his reset date, my understanding is going to be November 1st. Tienen hasta el 14, hasta noviembre 1 para venir a ver. Sorry, it's
okay,
habit.
man. Right on.
Habit.
Appreciate it. I'll text you this.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lou. Hunter,
Hey, Judge.
how are you?
Plea for Kendra Simmons.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Simmons. Mr. Simmons, you're charged with theft, right? Just one theft case?
Yes, he has a felony case, Judge. He was on deferred on.
Are you guys connected to this case in back? Are you here for Mr. Simmons? I'm gonna look back there real quick. They're here for you. Of course.
Made his day, Your Honor.
This is not a good thing, Mr. Simmons. You know, you're on probation for a very, very serious case, and now you've picked up a theft case. When you're on probation, especially for a robbery, you gotta behave yourself. You know, when you pick up cases like this, what happens? You end up in orange, and then what happens?
Police may not want you to know this, but the reason we usually ask for your insurance first before your registration is because
Right? Is it worked out upstairs yet?
Yes, so they included WIMAC as a part of the, and they
Wonderful.
the only conditions of this deferred is WIMAC. So it's a year deferred with WIMAC as a condition. So they're gonna set this.
Hey, you know what that is?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Young man about change.
Great. Change it, because I'm gonna tell you now. You're facing a second-degree felony. When people get revoked on second degrees, usually the offers start at 10 plus in prison. It's not this 2 years, 3 years. No. When you get revoked on a robbery, it starts in the double digits. You've now been given a very, very humongous gift. They're not going to do this again. You understand? So whoever you're hanging out with, whatever you're doing, do the opposite, because what you're doing now, it's not working. You're lucky. Take this chance to do something right in your life, because it's not going to happen many times. Looks like you've got a loving family here that's for you, man. It needs to stay with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take care of him, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what are we doing here?
1 year deferred with WIMAC as a condition.
Okay, I'm down with that as well. Where was the theft from? Walmart?
It was a store. It was close from a store. Just needs, it was like $130. Closed backpack.
What you need to understand, that the type of probation that you're entering into, it's called, what is it?
Dollar General.
It's a damn Dollar General? Man, everything there is $1. Come on. You need to understand that when you get on the deferred, you give up nearly every right known to man, authorizing any judge that you get into this deferred with, that when you revoke it, if you get revoked, you allow the judge to give you the full range of punishment. In that case upstairs, if you get revoked on the deferred, they can put you in jail up to 20 years in prison. Throw away the key, and there's no one anybody can do. You understand? Here with me, you're facing up to 180 days in jail, up to 6 months in jail. All I want are two things. Well, actually, I'm going to do three things. No drugs, no alcohol, and I want them tested like crazy. No going back to any Dollar General, and YMAC is a condition as well. You give up. Let me ask you this. Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
That's what we're also going to work on now. You need to graduate from high school. At the minimum, get your high school diploma, because when you don't have that, you will make nothing in this life. Life is a journey. It can be a great journey, or it can be a rotten, miserable, where you have no money, begging on the street just to be able to get something to eat. If you don't have an education, you go nowhere in life. That's what you need to do. And I'm going to keep you with me at a minimum until you get your high school diploma. And if I have to continue to revoke you and put you in to show you that we mean business, I will do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand, Mr. Simmons? Your first and foremost obligation with me is to get a high school diploma. And I'm going to bring you back until it happens. So that's number one on the top of the list. All right. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Like I said, if you violate this agreement, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. We are only going to talk about if you violated this probation. And if you did, you're looking at 180 days. And I'm going to tell you now, I can extend you for up to 3 years, and I will do it until you get your high school diploma. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No weapons as well. All right. How do you plead to the offense of theft? I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that. I will make you a deal. The minute you get your high school diploma, I'll take you off as a reward. If you do well, you get your high school diploma or GED, I'll take you off. If you do well, I'll reward you. The best reward is to get off early. All right?
Sir.
I'm going to waive all your fines and fees so you won't be responsible for anything. Good luck. Thanks, Tom. Thanks. I have here that you make $7,000 a month.
Oh, no, that's you asked for the monthly income? That's
Yeah.
2,000 a month.
Okay, but who else makes 5,000? And who else is in the home? I don't know if I can appoint you guys a lawyer. It's too much money. You know, you have to be poverty level. If you guys are making 7,000 amongst you, I can't appoint you. Well, I get it, but you guys are still making a combined seven. It's based on household income, and if you're making $7,000 a month between you guys, I can't. Let's do this. Go talk to your mom, look around, and then if you still have problems, come back and then we can talk about it. Okay? All right. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria, and then we'll get you out of here. Okay?
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in the.
So basically, it's an indecent exposure where he's out and about. He's out and about following people allegedly and going at it.
Okay.
Mr. Martin.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Martin, you're charged with indecent exposure. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
July 18, 2024, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officers met with the complainant, who stated that he was being followed by the defendant, who was masturbating in front of the complainant on multiple occasions. The complainant stated that on June 6, 2024, he was painting an apartment in a public area of the complex when the defendant showed up and began masturbating in front of him. Complainant has video footage of the incident and showed officers where the defendant can be seen standing roughly 20 feet away from the complainant with his shirt lifted and the front of his shorts down, rapidly stroking his penis.
Where is, you said this is an apartment complex.
Yes.
What apartment complex is this?
1 second, Judge.
Mr. Martin, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond to keep it in your pants while you're outside. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you pick up any more cases like this, you start acting like this, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you live at this apartment complex? I don't know what we're going to do because I don't want you to go within 200 feet of this person. I don't know how we're going to handle this now because I don't want him going anywhere near this person. Is this a maintenance worker or who is it?
I believe so, because it said he's painting a public area in the apartment complex.
Can you do me a favor? Would you mind guys reaching out to the apartment complex, perhaps the manager, finding out who this person is, how we can keep them away, where Mr. Martin lives in relation to everything so that they don't accidentally bump into each other. Mr. Martin, I'm telling you now, if I find that you start acting a fool again like this or doing anything like this in the public, you know what happens. You got out of jail because we gave you a PR bond. What's going to happen if I raise it up to 10, 15,000? If you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this thing is over with. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For now, I want him to just take a seat in the jury box while we figure out about the apartment complex. I'm going to have you sign it. Hold on. How old are you?
25.
What do you do for a living?
I'm gonna start working soon for valet in the downtown.
Did you graduate from high school?
I'm sorry?
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
What did you do after high school?
After high school, I went to college for a couple years. Then I had dropped out due to personal problems, and I just started working ever since.
What happened? What, as far as personal problems?
Just
why stop? I mean, you're headed in a good direction. Why stop?
Well, in the midst of personal problems of me and my family was on the brink of homelessness sometimes, and I had to drop out of college to basically get a job or another job to basically help pay bills within our household. So,
when is the last time you've had a full-time job?
About 3 weeks ago.
Doing what?
I was working at Popeyes as a cashier.
Okay. Who do you live with now?
I live with family currently. I'm sorry.
Who? Mom, dad?
Mom.
Do they know about this case?
They some information, but not the full details of the case.
Be careful, because I will give you a lawyer today, Mr. Martin. But you know, if you start acting up and I put you in jail, everyone's going to know about it real quick, and then things are just going to go sideways. You have the opportunity now. We gave you a free bond. You were out there now in the free world. Don't act up in the free world, otherwise I'll take it away from you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to trail anyone, not only this person, but anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll have you go to Victoria Sign and Reset. In the interim, I'm going to have you fill out an application for an appointed lawyer, and then I want to find out from them more information, and then we'll revisit this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Please. So basically, it's an indecent exposure where he's out and about. He's out and about following people allegedly and going at it.
Okay.
My concern is that he lives apartment complex where this was allegedly happening.
Yes, sir.
So I want to craft conditions that he doesn't go anywhere near the complaining witness. And if this person is a regular worker at the complex, we might have an issue. I don't know.
He's an employee. So he works there. Every time I spoke to him, he said like that was my work site at the time. Does he work there?
So I tried reaching out to him. I called several times. He did not pick up. I left voicemail. I tried to contact the apartment complex. It does not transfer to a real person. It says go contact on our website. So I filled out the contact form, and yeah. So
Get it.
so if the complainant is just an employee who works in the apartment complex.
Problem is those guys, they're floating all over the apartment complex, and I don't want him to run in. I don't want you to have contact with this person, right? I don't want you to actually bump into him. You're making it as awkward as it can be. And I don't want you to make it any more awkward for this person who all he's trying to do is work and earn a living.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know how we do this, Carl, because I don't want him to have contact with this person, yet the person works all over the complex. He's the maintenance man.
Right. I think a no contact order would actually suffice in this one because the complainant's been pretty responsive to me.
Okay, but
I think no contact
no
order.
contact, but he can still be across the way, still doing what he's doing.
If he's continuing to do what he's allegedly doing, he would pick up a new law violation. I mean, that's already been established by the fact that we've arrested him already for that. So, I think admonishment and no contact, the complainant would tell me.
Because I mean, if you think about it now, though, he's not been contacting him, right? He just goes near him and does what he's doing.
Well,
what I want to
actually,
do is I don't want him to even go near this person.
The complainant hasn't seen him since. So that's actually, from what I understand, when I contacted him just yesterday about this case. Actually, I contacted him. No, the case notes. 2 days ago, sorry. I contacted him 2 days ago. There hasn't been any subsequent contact.
Okay.
So,
do you mind just one more time letting him know we've entered in a no contact order, and I don't want him to go anywhere near this individual. I don't want you to go near him at all. If he's working at a particular location, you happen to see him, go the other way, walk the other way. You go near him, I'm going to put you in jail. That's it. You know, if your family is truly having problems with money now, do you think that they're going to want to pony up $5,000 to $10,000 to get you out? No. So that's, you know what's going to happen. Because if I see it again, your bond will be $10,000 to $15,000. That's it. We mean business. You understand?
No contact without the address exclusion.
Okay, so Mr. Martin, no contact, no weapons, and just don't go near him. I mean, I guess 10 feet, but does it give a distance of what the normal interaction now was? Was it like 10 feet, 10 feet?
it doesn't give it. No, it doesn't give a distance, Judge. I'm not aware. I don't think the complainant.
You're smart enough to know, just don't. Okay, I guess that'll suffice, Carl, and we'll see. I've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Carl. He will help you with this case, you know. You know, the other thing that you need to understand is these types of cases, if you pick up a second one, you have to register as a sex offender. And you register as a sex offender for a minimum of 10 years. And I'm going to tell you, once you get on that registry, your life is basically over. Everyone knows about it. You can't do anything in your life without being monitored by everyone, the federal government, local law enforcement, district attorneys across the state, really. So take it to heart. Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Is that state's bond condition?
Yes, states. Yeah. Henry James Basie, where did you think that you were coming today? To the beach? You have from 2008 a prior interference, 2014 assault of a family member, and 19 an assault impeding breath, a choking case, In 2015, a theft, 2017, a theft. Now, I don't even know what's he charged with here now? Okay, so what you're charged with impersonating a private investigator. On September 13, 2024, did then and there unlawfully impersonate a private investigator by intentionally and knowingly purporting to act as a security guard for a bar establishment and conduct pat-downs of persons entering the establishment and requesting identifications by persons entering the establishment. This is a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Mr. Bassi, next time you come here in court in shorts, I'm going to send you right back out and we'll reset your case the next day. Do you understand? It's a complete lack of respect. And you've had now, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your 6th case. You know better. Okay.
On September 13, 2024, a law enforcement officer conducted an investigation at 2709 Airline Drive in Harris County, Texas. This location is a known bar/club. The investigation was conducted in an undercover capacity, and the detectives were dressed in plain clothes and driving unmarked police vehicles. Prior to this investigation, the detectives received a tip that the bar was illegally by selling alcohol during prohibited hours, and also had minors inside working and consuming alcohol. Prior to the investigation, the law enforcement officers discovered that the bar was operating under an alcohol license. Upon entering the bar, the law enforcement officers were stopped at the door by the defendant. The defendant was wearing a security shirt. The defendant told the officers to empty out their pockets and conducted a pat-down search. While inside of the location, the officers observed the defendant conducting a search of all patrons that were entering the location and would close the front entrance after every patron entered. The officers also observed the defendant periodically check in with the bartender from time to time, a task that a security officer performs at liquor establishments and not a normal patron would be allowed to do. The officer did not observe any underage minors at the location. Upon making contact with the defendant again, he advised that he had a security license, but he did not have an active security officer license, nor has it been documented as having a license in the past.
Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to engage in this type of behavior. You're not to act as a security guard or do anything of this nature. If you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get more PR bonds. Do you understand? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'm first going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while they get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go. When you come back, don't come back in shorts. Come on.
Well, that's our Judge Fleischier docket today. So I'm going to go ahead and call this live stream to all the new subscribers or anybody that decides to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate your support. And welcome to my channel. Welcome to my platform. I didn't say that right. But if you're not a subscriber to this channel and you like the content that's on this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. By doing so, you are helping this channel and this platform grow. And you're also getting information about real courts and real court cases. But that's it for today. Ciao, ciao, ta-ta. I will see you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock for Judge Simpson's docket. You all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye, and have a good evening.
Breakdown, you're the one I call. From the mountains high, come down to it all. With your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. To all you do, from the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's okay.